Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you very much for joining in today. We will be dealing with healthy lifestyle tips for people living with arthritis. And for those who don't know me and who are joining us live via Facebook, I am Shireen Javeyad. I am the founder of Destyne Fit and Be Empowered. Be Empowered, and I am a nurse educator by profession. So, let me tell you a little bit about Destyne Fit before we get started, right? So the meaning behind the word Destyne Fit is we are destined to be healthy and fit. So our clients learn how to change their lifestyle for a fit and a healthier version of themselves. We help our clients through their journey to optimum fitness through our 21-day fitness challenge. And our Destyne Fit team coaches, we coach our clients one-on-one on how to upgrade their lifestyle for a fit and a healthier body and mind. So our aim for this afternoon is to be knowledgeable of the link between obesity and arthritis. And we will be able to define arthritis, to be able to identify risk factors of arthritis, to be able to state the symptoms of arthritis, and to be able to list the steps to manage arthritis, right? So, what is arthritis? Arthritis is a swelling and tenderness of one or more of your joints. So the main symptoms of arthritis are joint pain, stiffness, which typically worsens with age. And the most common type of arthritis are osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. So osteoarthritis is the most common form of arthritis, right? And this involves the wearing away of the cartilage that caps the bones of your joints. So the cartilage is a hard, slippery tissue that actually covers the ends of the bones where they form a joint to break down, right? So with rheumatoid arthritis, on the other hand, it is a disease in which the immune system actually attacks the joints. So it begins with the lining of the joints. So you can see in the photo as I speak, right? So the synovial membrane that protects and lubricates the joints, they become inflamed, and this causes pain and swelling, and joint erosion may follow. So uric acid crystals, which form when there's actually too much uric acid in your blood, this can also cause gout, right? So some persons also have gout. So infections or underlying disease such as lupus can also cause other types of arthritis, right? So we see a healthy joint in the photo. We see one with rheumatoid arthritis, where the joint is affected, and the osteoarthritis, where the cartilage is breaking down. So what are some of the risk factors? So osteoarthritis occurs when we said the cartilage that cushions the ends of the bone in your joints, it gradually deteriorates, right? So cartilage, as we said, it helps for your joint motion, right? So eventually, if the cartilage wears down completely, bone will actually rub on bone. So osteoarthritis has often been referred to a wear and tear disease. So, but because the breakdown of cartilage, which is the osteoarthritis, affects the entire joint, it causes changes in the bone and deterioration of the connective tissues that hold the joints together actually. So, which attaches your muscle to your bone, right? And it also causes inflammation of the joint lining. So older age, the risk of osteoarthritis increases with age, so 40 and onwards, right? 40 years and onwards. Women are more likely to develop osteoarthritis, though it isn't sure. They are not sure, they're not sure why it isn't clear, right? So obesity. Obesity carries extra body weight, which contributes to the osteoarthritis in several ways. So the more you weigh, the greater the risk. So increased weight adds stress to your weight-bearing joints, so such as your hips and your knees. Also, fat tissues produce proteins that can actually cause harmful inflammation in and around your joints. So joint injuries, injuries that occur when playing sports or even from an accident, these can increase your risk of osteoarthritis. Even injuries that occurred probably many years ago, right? And it's seemingly like it healed, they can actually increase your risk. Repeated stress on the joints. So if your job has repetitive stress on a joint or you play sport, this you might eventually have osteoarthritis. Genetics. Some people inherit a tendency to develop osteoarthritis. So bone deformities, some people are born with malformed bones or defective cartilage. So, this put them at a higher risk, right? So certain metabolic diseases. So these include diabetes. So also, as I said before, the obesity, right? Now, what we need to bear in mind is that sometimes being overweight can worsen your arthritis symptoms, right? And once this happens, it makes medication less effective, and it also sets you up for a whole lot of other health problems. So we will deal with that a little later down. So some of the symptoms, the most common signs and symptoms of arthritis involve the joints, right? So depending on the type of arthritis you have, your signs and symptoms will include pain, of course. So the affected joints might hurt during or after movement. Stiffness, joint stiffness might be most noticeable upon awakening or after being inactive. So a lot of persons who have arthritis, they would tell you early in the morning, they would get the stiffness in their joints, right? Tenderness, your joint might feel tender when you apply light pressure on it or near to it. Loss of flexibility, you might not be able to move your joint like full range of motions. You'll also some persons, they have like a grating sensation. They will tell you that's how it feels. So when they use the joint, they feel like it's grating, right? Or you may hear a popping or a cracking sound. Bone spurs. So these extra bits of bone, which feel like hard lumps, can form around your affected joint. Also swelling. This might be caused by soft tissue inflammation around your joints. So you have periods of increased disease activity, which is called flares, right? And it's alternated periods of relative remission. So when the swelling and the pain fade or they actually disappear. So over time, rheumatoid arthritis can cause the joints to deform and to shift out of place. Some people may have redness and, as I said, decreased range of motion, right? So these are some of the signs and symptoms. With various persons, they may get all of these things. Some persons may just get some of these symptoms. So obesity and arthritis, right? So the fat in your body doesn't just take up space. So it is an active organ that releases hormones called adipokines. So these adipokines are released into your body, and some affect your glucose metabolism. So others play a role in your immune system and regulate your appetite. So if you are of a healthy weight, your fat cells mainly produce beneficial adipokines. But excess fat tissues releases high levels of cytokines, and cytokines now is a protein that causes inflammation through your body. So once you have excess fat, so I need you to follow, I don't want to go too fast. So if you have excess fat, your body will release cytokines, right? And we said cytokines is a protein that actually causes inflammation throughout your body. So these are the same proteins which are produced by the joint tissue in rheumatoid arthritis. So when you have rheumatoid arthritis, your joints produce the protein cytokines. This is the same protein that if you are overweight, excess fat will produce it. So in addition to causing other health problems, cytokines make existing joint inflammation worse. So obesity doesn't just make arthritis worse, it also causes other health problems. So the same fat-related cytokines that actually attack your joints, they increases your chance of developing type 2 diabetes and heart disease. So inflammatory cytokines make it harder for insulin to actually get into your cells. So this causes glucose to build up in your blood and eventually lead to diabetes. Inflammation also causes plaque to form faster in your arteries with people who have rheumatoid arthritis. So this slowly narrows your blood vessels and it blocks the blood flow and is the main cause of heart attack and stroke. So Dr. John Giles, who is a rheumatologist and researcher at Columbia University, New York, he stated that people with rheumatoid arthritis already have a 50% higher cardiovascular mortality risk than the general population. So you don't want to have fat that actually increases your risk of heart disease, right? So we have to really, really watch our weight because it does affect our health. So here are some of the ways in which we can actually reach and maintain a healthy weight, and it can help with your arthritis, right? Reduce pressure on your joints. So a key study published in the Arthritis and Rheumatism Journal of overweight and obese adults with knee osteoarthritis found out that losing 1 pound of weight resulted in 4 pounds of pressure being removed from the knees. So just losing 1 pound reduces the 4 pounds of pressure from their knees. So in other words, losing just 10 pounds will relieve 40 pounds of pressure from your knees. So it will also ease the pain. Multiple studies show that losing weight results in arthritis pain relief. So in 2018, a study published in Arthritis Care and Research went further to find out that losing more weight, to an extent, it results in more pain relief. So the study of the overweight and obese older adults with pain from the knee osteoarthritis found that greater weight loss resulted in better outcomes than losing actually a small amount of weight, right? So losing 10 to 20% of your starting body weight, it actually improves pain, it improves function, it improves quality of life. And of course, it would be better than just losing 5% of body weight, right? So the more weight you lose, the better it is for you. So reduce inflammation. So fat itself is in an active tissue that creates and releases the pro-inflammatory chemicals, right? So by reducing your fat, your body overall inflammation will go down. A 2018 article published in Autoimmunity Reviews explained that obesity can active and sustain body low-grade inflammation. So the inflammation can amplify and it can aggravate the autoimmune disorders such as rheumatoid arthritis, right? Also lupus and heart diseases. So you want to have or maintain your weight to reduce your inflammation. So also reduce disease Losing weight can reduce the overall severity of your arthritis. A 2018 study published in Internal Journal of Clinical Rheumatology reviewed the records of 171 rheumatoid patients, and they found that overweight or obese people who lost at least 10 pounds were 3 times likely to have improved disease activity compared to those who did not lose weight at all. So a smaller study done in 2019, they found that short-term weight loss in obese people yielded significant positive effects on disease activity in the joints and motion. So improved chances of remission. Several studies have shown that being obese reduces your chance of achieving minimal disease activity or remission if you have rheumatoid arthritis. So a 2017 study published in the Arthritis Care and Research Journal analyzed data from more than 3,000 persons living with rheumatoid arthritis and found that obese patients had lower odds of achieving and sustaining remission compared to the non-obese people. A 2018 article in Joint, Bone and Spine analyzed several studies totaling more than 3,800 persons. And the author found that obesity hampered the effects of the anti-TNF agents, which showed that the odds of reaching good response for remission were lower in obese than non-obese patients with these anti-TNF biologics. So remember, remission is when you don't have flares, basically, right? So the lowering of uric acid levels and chances of gout attack. A 2017 analysis of 10 studies published in the Rheumatoid Disease Journal found that weight loss was beneficial for obese or overweight people with gout. So overall, people who lost weight had lower uric acid levels and fewer gout attacks. And it also slows cartilage degeneration in persons with osteoarthritis. In 2017, a study published in the Radiology assessed magnetic resonance, which is MRI, of the osteoarthritis knees, patients with their osteoarthritis in their knees, in 640 overweight or obese persons. So participants who lost weight over 4 years showed significantly lower cartilage deterioration. So the more weight loss, the lower the rate of the disease progression. Weight loss is a tough endeavor, but if you are overweight, no single action can provide as many positive effects on the body, right? So not only does it lower your risk of developing diabetes, heart disease, also sleep apnea, and certain types of cancer, but it will help your arthritis as well. So weight loss is very, very beneficial in that aspect. So while rheumatoid arthritis can be painful and it can be frustrating, medications and simple, even fun lifestyle changes can make your symptoms more manageable. So you want to embrace movement of exercise. The pain and the stiffness of arthritis may make you less inclined to exercise, but symptoms are generally at their worst when you are not moving. So the first thing in the morning, you want to start moving, or after prolonged sitting, you want to start moving, right? When a joint does not function normally, the muscle surrounding it becomes weak. So the tendons and other soft tissues become inflamed. These problems can lead to further joint instability. So we have a rheumatologist who actually suggested that from the moment you wake up, look for opportunities to move. Whether it's getting the mail or walking around your block, just being active helps. So although exercise can be challenging for some persons, any activity, even low impact yoga, has been shown to help reduce stiffness and strengthen the muscles that support the joints. So regular exercise can help prevent or even reverse this cycle. Doctors recommend a range of motion exercises, which helps to actually maintain or improve the flexibility of the joints and the surrounding muscles. So it's strength training also. This actually builds the muscles and tendons, and it helps to support the joints. So Pilates also have been shown to have beneficial, to be very beneficial in increasing the overall strength without overextending on the joints. So there are a lot of exercises that you can participate in for joint movements, right? Swimming. So as a complement to your movement and exercise, you want to go in the water. So also, if there's anywhere around you that's doing water aerobics, that's excellent. So water aerobics and swimming helps to decrease your symptoms. So they also strengthen your muscles, it relieves the stiffness, and it also reduces the stress and allow you to have some fun because you're in the water, right? So the water, what it tends to do is take away the stress on your joints. And as a bonus, swimming also benefits your heart. So you want to watch your weight, of course. We spoke about that because we said people with a healthy weight will typically have less inflammation because they have fewer pounds, right? And which will result in less stress on the joints. So the Arthritis Foundation note that for every pound you lose, you reduce your stress on your weight-bearing joints by 4 pounds. And we said that before. So just keep that in mind. Make sleep a priority. And I know for some people that's very, very difficult. It's a challenge. But quality sleep helps the body heal from a day's activities. So this in turn can actually help lessen your symptoms and reduce the fatigue that you may experience. The rheumatologist also said that there is also evidence that decreased sleep can independently correlate with increased pain levels. So you want to aim for about 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep per night. I know for some persons 8 hours is a lot. So, try to see at least if you could get between 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Because remember, once we don't have sufficient sleep, then you would automatically get increased pain, right? Take time to rest and to relax. If you're experiencing a flare-up in symptoms, then it's important to rest and to give your joints a chance to recover. Aside from physical discomfort that actually comes with arthritis, it can also be stressful and disheartening, right? So you want to do deep breathing exercises because this can also help. And just allow yourself to rest, to recharge, and to de-stress. It's okay to take time to care for yourself. Sometimes we take time to care for everybody else around us, but when it comes to ourselves, we don't put ourselves as priority, right? But for your arthritis to improve, you have to take time to rest and relax. You want to also limit your alcohol intake. Some medications taken for rheumatoid arthritis may actually increase the risk of liver damage for persons who actually consume alcohol regularly. Then if you are taking medications, you want to talk to your doctor about how much and actually how frequently you can drink beer, wine, and other alcoholic beverages, right? Because you don't want to put added stress on your liver. You want to also quit smoking if you are a smoker because smoking is a risk factor for rheumatoid arthritis, and stopping smoking may actually improve your symptoms. So these are some of the lifestyle changes that we can do to help improve arthritis. So how can we manage arthritis with diet? You want to fill up on foods that fight inflammation. Those mostly come from plants like veggies and fruits, whole grains, nuts, seeds, legumes, herbs, and spices, right? So anti-inflammatory diet is helpful for anyone who is trying to lose weight, but it is particularly important if you have arthritis. So we have Robin, who is a registered dietitian and nutritionist and a spokesperson for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, stated that these foods can help your body better manage inflammation, as well as it puts out excess inflammation that comes with inflammatory arthritis. So you want to fill up on foods that actually fight inflammation. Anti-inflammatory foods also indirectly support weight loss by boosting your energy levels. It also helps to improve your digestion, and it supports a decreased food consumption because these foods are actually more filling. You want to consume fatty fish, which includes salmon, mackerel, herring, sardines, right? They contain the most active form of omega-3 fatty acids. So this places these types of fish at the top of the anti-inflammatory food chain. A small study which was published in the Journal of Arthritis Care and Research, they actually suggest that eating more fish may be associated with reduced joint inflammation, especially in persons with rheumatoid arthritis. So if you are not into fish, then you want to use other omega-3 sources. These may be less potent than fish, but it includes chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts, right? So if you're vegan. So not only does avocado oil provide healthy fats, it actually helps with inflammation. So if you are able to use avocado or the avocado oil, that's a very, very good option. Olive oil is also another good option. You can use olive oil for salad dressings, and you could use the avocado oil to cook. So because the avocado oil actually does better under heat than the olive oil, right? So you want to limit oils which are high in saturated fat, like palm oil and also coconut oil. So for persons living with arthritis, you want to watch the type of oil that you actually use, right? I know avocado oil in the Caribbean is a bit on the high end. So, I will advise you to try to have as much avocados as you can, because since we are actually in the season for avocados now, right? So sugar is inflammatory. Eating sugar can make you crave more sugar. It may also feed the wrong kind of bacteria in your digestive tract. So some research shows that there is a connection between an unbalanced gut microbiome and rheumatoid arthritis. So refined carbs like white bread, cookies, pastries, they promote inflammation in our bodies, right? So you want to actually reduce or eliminate them from your diet. Deep fried foods may contain unhealthy saturated and trans fat, and this will also promote inflammation in your body. So I'm not sure if you're seeing clearly on the screen, but there are some foods that is anti-inflammatory, right? So you want to have more healthy fats. You want to have herbs and spices. Turmeric is a very good spice to have for persons with arthritis. You also have the turmeric tablets if you don't want to actually use the turmeric powder. So fruits and berries, you have colorful veggies, right? You want to eat less saturated fat, refined grains, processed and red meat. and you want to also decrease on your sugary foods and your sugary drinks, right? So these are some of the things that you want to actually stay away from. Guys, just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back with you guys. So a healthy diet. A healthy diet is one that helps you reduce or eliminate foods that increase your risk of inflammation. So while it also offers foods that it actually offers a benefit that actually reduces your risk for cardiovascular disease, right? So a healthy diet is a diet that is completely satisfying. It eliminates your cravings for sugar and for processed foods and also for processed carbs. So it is a diet that doesn't allow hunger. So this is an example of how your plate should look, right? You have a quarter of your plate should be your carbs, which is your rice, or if it's your provision, or pasta, mac and cheese, or I don't know, anything that you will consider to put on your plate there. But in a healthy meal, we want to look at provisions. You want to look at brown rice, or you could use jasmine rice. Um, you could use quinoa, couscous. So these are some of the healthy carbs that we can actually use, right? So you want to have a quarter of your plate also with meat and or meat alternatives. Vegetables should be half of your plate. Now, what I have observed for persons living with arthritis, it is best that you go plant-based on the days that you have um, flares, all right? Or especially if you having continuous flares, you would want to go plant-based for a little bit. It really, really helps for persons living with arthritis, right? When you go into remission, you can gradually, if you really want to have the meat, you can gradually put it back into your diet. But especially during flares, it's really, really good to have a plant-based diet, right? This really works. So you want to have one food serving also. So if you want to use measuring cups, I would say for your carbs should be about half cup to 1 cup maximum. You should start off with half cup of whatever carbs you're using. See how you feel with half cup. For persons who are bigger in size, they may want to go with 1 cup initially and then start decreasing, right? But half cup to 1 cup for your carbs, right? This should take you about quarter of your plate. Veggies, we don't have measurements for veggies in terms of cups because you can have as much vegetables as you can, right? So, but the main idea is to have a healthy meal. Make sure your plate has some greens in it and make sure you have your proteins and also your carbs, but your carbs should be minimal, right? So, in addition to your diet, there are supplements that you can actually add to your diet to alleviate pain and to improve joint health, right? I'm not sure how clear this screen is, but I will read it out for you. So this is one of the joint health supplement that we actually use and recommend to our clients, and it's called Joint Support. So Joint Support Advance is a unique formula that helps to maintain healthy joint function and comfort. So the key benefits, it provides 500 milligrams of glucosamine, and this is a compound that is found in healthy cartilage, right? So glucosamine helps support healthy joint function and comfort. So it also contains selenium, which helps to support your body's natural antioxidant activities and healthy aging. It has an exclusive herb mineral blend with selenium, magnesium, and copper for antioxidant benefits. So this is one of the supplements that we add to your regime. Now we use that 3 times per day for after each meal, so after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we use it as a supplement to help persons living with arthritis, right? So how can we help you? So making certain lifestyle and dietary changes may help reduce stress on your joints. So these include, as I said, maintaining a healthy body weight, regular exercising, and eating a balanced, healthful diet, which is rich in fruits and vegetables, right? So we can help you create a healthier lifestyle using our 21-day challenge. A lot of persons, when they hear the 21-day challenge, they think it's just automatically for weight loss. But depending on your goals, we have various meal plans to go along or complement, right? And remember, as we said, obesity is linked to arthritis, right? So one of the benefits is that you would lose weight. A 21-day challenge is not focused on losing weight in 21 days. Basically, it takes 21 days to make and break a habit. So that's why we call it 21-day challenge, right? So we help replace unhealthy eating with healthy ones, so healthy choices. So you would receive meal plan, you would receive one-on-one coaching, exercise routines, and also you'll be added to our support group. So these are some of the things that comes with the 21-day fitness challenge, right? So this is one way in which we can help you. So what do we use in this 21-day challenge? So basically, we replace our breakfast and our dinner with a healthy shake. So in that shake, it is a meal replacement shake. It is not a smoothie. So you get proper nutrition. It burns fat even for persons who have minimal exercise. They would still see results. You have improved blood circulation. It enhances your detoxification. And you get a lot of antioxidants in there, right? So that's your shake. So we also use tea and aloe to boost your metabolism. So some persons have digestive issues also. So it helps detox them, right? It helps improve your pH balance. It improves the healing process, and it helps in your blood sugar levels, right? So I would give you a idea of how we use the products. This first one is how we use the shake. The tea, sorry. All right, guys. So for my tea, I'm using chai flavor tea. I think I like this flavor a lot. However, this flavor only comes in the 3.6 ounces, which would last you about 2 months, as opposed to the smaller one, which lasts you 1 month, right? So we have half a teaspoon. This is my hot water in there already. Half a teaspoon of chai. And I'm using, this is cranberry in there. I refilled with cranberry. So I'm using cranberry. I'm just using 2 cups full of the cranberry. And I'm using Beauty Booster, guys. This helps the tea become a little more sweeter for people who really like sweet stuff. And also, If you want to grow your hair and your nails faster, guys, because this is collagen, it works amazing for that. So just do 1 scoop of that. You can also have this in cold water as a juice because it's strawberry lemonade flavor. It usually comes out pinkish in color, and you have it as a juice. And you just mix everything around. And this is my tea, guys. I usually have my tea before I have my shake. So, cheers, a productive Tuesday, guys. All right, guys. So that's the idea of how to do your tea, and we use this tea twice per day. So normally for breakfast, with your shake, and you can have it for like about lunchtime. You can have it cold also. All right. I will show you the shake now.
Hey Fit Fam, good evening. I'm going to be making my shake. This is the protein shake vanilla, and this is chocolate mint. So I'm going to mix these two together now and make my shake. I make mine with no ice, and I like mine warm. So I'm going to use 1 scoop of protein shake and 2 scoops of chocolate mint. Guys, and I'm going to also add a bit of oats to my shake. Sometimes I add nuts, almond nuts sometimes. Okay, guys, so this is my shake. Look at me, guys, look. Let's stand up, guys.
Okay, so that was Akiba. Akiba is one of our Fit Fam members. So that's basically how we use our product. And now I will share a testimonial with you for
everyone. 8 years ago, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. Since then, I have been careful about my habits and what I put into my body. My doctor, a leading rheumatologist in the Caribbean, encouraged me to maintain an active lifestyle along with her treatments. This is difficult for me, as inflammation makes exercise a challenge, particularly dealing with flares. It's been a challenge in managing this condition. I have been attentive to alternative methods of controlling the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis: exercise, diet, and rest. I started the 21-day challenge with Shireen and Destyne Fit in July 2020. Along with weight training, it helped me manage while I maintained a healthy lifestyle and activity level. My goal for the challenge was to reduce abdominal fat, which I gained during the COVID lockdown. However, I still faced the pain from inflammation again. Shireen then introduced me to the joint support supplement in September. I was happy because my ESR levels went down, as well as the pain that I experienced during my workouts. The joint support supplement made a difference because since I started, I was able to get a proper night's rest. Usually, I wake up during the night because of pain, and in the morning, I have stiff joints. I was happy with the results and haven't stopped using this nutritional supplement. On my 3rd month, and I can recommend joint support along with the healthy diet and at least 7 hours rest every night. Good night.
okay, so that was one of our testimonials for persons living with arthritis, right? And who got results from our 21-day challenge and also using the joint support. And he's actually still using the joint support. So, guys, let's make our world a happier and healthier place, right? So, this is your time that you can unmute your mic and feel free to ask any questions or any comments.
Hi, good night.
Hi, hi.
My name is Dulin Samaru Ramertan.
Hi, doing?
I'm doing pretty okay, but with the arthritis that I have, and it's it has have me crying night and day. But it's first time I join you all in this Zoom. So because I spoke to you on WhatsApp,
Yes.
and this with my arthritis, I have a burning in my body. Well, because I am a diabetic too, and the pain, the burning and the pain, it's really unbearable. Sometimes I cry every night, every day, with this pain,
Right.
and it's like it's just getting worse and worse with this arthritis pain. So when I saw you on Facebook, that's why I spoke to you on WhatsApp, because I really want to get this pain off my body and this burning, but I don't know what is it burning about, because my sugar sometimes it goes up real high, and I started drink blending the asparagus and drinking it, and that is send down my sugar really normal.
Mhm.
But the burning and the pain in my body, I just can't take it. I just really can't take it.
Okay.
So that's
Um,
yeah,
I I remember your WhatsApp. So what
yeah,
you do right after the presentation, I will
yeah,
contact you on WhatsApp. Um,
yeah.
and we will talk further on that. But yeah, because I saved your name on the
Okay, thanks.
so as soon as we finish, I will give you a shout.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
Anyone else? No? Okay. Let me just check Facebook. Give me 1 minute, guys. Let me see if anybody have any questions on Facebook. Okay. So, guys, if we don't have any more questions or any comments, I would like to thank you very much for tuning in today. Um, if you are interested in participating in the 21-day challenge, I have attached a link with a form in the chat where you can fill out and I will get back to you. So please join in next Sunday. I'm not sure what we'll be discussing yet, but I would send you the topic. All right. So thank you for spending your Sunday evening with me, and Doolin, I will contact you. So take care, everyone. Have a pleasant week. And remember to make healthy choices. Good night, people. Bye bye.
Bye, Shireen.
Bye, Shireen. Have a pleasant evening.